Everybody mad because Joe ain't saying nothing about Diddy. Are you surprised? He's trained.
Joe everyone frantic, 'cause Joe ain't expressing nothing about Diddy. Are you astounded? He's prepared you comprehend what I'm talking about. Did he train them not to talk on him, regardless of whether it's valid or false? In the realm of VIP tattle, where murmurs become yells. And murmurs again, the most recent uproar focuses on Tasha K's red-hot allegations against Joe Budden. With her words cutting through the air like a blade, Tasha K, the questionable YouTuber, known for her no-holds-barred style, has flung a searing evaluated Budden for his obvious quiet on Diddy's paper charges. This is a mannequin here, Tasha K pronounced, focusing on Budden with an accuracy that passed on little to creative mind. Don't contact you, come in here and give responsive to the web. I don't I direct this Tasha K, whose own fight in court with Cardi B launcher into the spotlight, proposed a more profound, hazier justification for Budden's hesitance. There's one more point to this. When you have been blamed for pulsating ladies, too, you know how it feels for the web to be hauling you and calling you a lady mixer. She expressed her words weren't simply speculative, they were moored in Bud's own disputable past, which included charges of maltreatment from his ex Tahiri Joes, who professed to have experienced a cracked rib and a wrecked nose during their relationship. And afterward, watch your ex express something like, Tahiri will battle a man. I didn't battle him. I was frightened to death, video model Esther Baxter additionally claimed maltreatment at Pin's Hansa case. He has passionately denied the ramifications of Tasha K's charges against Budden were clear. She was defining an immediate boundary from Budden's past to his present, recommending that his set of experiences was impacting his ebb and flow position on Diddy's circumstance. He cherishes ladies' blenders too. You need to comprehend that is his reality. Tasha K attested, illustrating Budden as a man trapped in a snare through his own effort. A web that associated him to Diddy in additional ways than one. Her cases highlighted an apparent fraud and self-protection in Budden's activities, a hesitance to oppose Diddy conceivably established in his own dubious history. I maintained that the capacity should pull the entirety of that down, assuming I saw right, assuming that I saw fit to do that. Tasha K's analysis of Ben didn't arise in a vacuum, it was a crescendo and an ensemble of pressures that had been developing over the long run. The two substance makers had recently conflicted over a demonstration interview, with Budden declining to deliver an episode of his digital recording, including Tasha K. This setting of private matter added one more layer to Tasha K's allegations, recommending that there was more having an effect on everything than only critique on awful and quietness, as the shameful waves from Tasha K's sensation allegations against Joe Budden echo through the VIP world. A more unfavorable shadow poses a potential threat that if shed Diddy harms the impact and claims encompassing this music tycoon, paint an upsetting scene, one that maybe makes sense of the ghostly quietness of figures like Budden Ceci Ventura, once a star under the care of Diddy, and in his heart has risen up out of the shadows of their decade-involved acquaintance with chilling allegations. The claim she recorded in Manhattan, as announced by the New York Times, is a cursing story of misuse, control, and dread. Ventura's claims against Diddy, her tutor, turned victimizer length, frightening range of sexual battery attack, and a nerve-wracking type of sex, stealing the above all else. Is there has been pessimistic promulgation put out about me that is false. She was constrained into sexual experiences with male sex laborers, while Diddy shot the applications, generally all the while assuming a pretense of his voyeurism dream. These oddity-offs, as Diddy purportedly called them, were scenes of corruption and control frequently, including substances that Ventura claims were utilized to assist her with disassociating during the terrible experiences. The story develops with Ventura's case of Diddy's vicious eruptions. One occurrence at a Los Angeles inn in 2016 paints a realistic picture. A tanked Diddy supposedly punching Ventura, bringing about a bruised eye then. At that point, Pursuing her down a foyer flinging glass faces the insecurity film of this occasion was supposedly paid off by Diddy for $50,000 that he controlled each part of her life. He is blamed for habitually thumping her and would conceal her in lodgings for a really long time until the swelling and indications of misuse were gone. Venter is a stone stop at individual maltreatment. They weave an account of Diddy's more extensive impact and terrorizing in the business, including an alarming charge that he was answerable for exploding Kid Feline's vehicle Kid Cat through a representative affirmed Venter's record, loaning a chilling trustworthiness to these cases. He affirmed it that the vehicle exploded, that truly occurs. In actuality, he'll explode vehicles in the midst of these disclosures. Diddy's public persona, the smooth, fruitful magnate, remains as a conspicuous difference. He's a figure who's transformed the music business from his job at Revolt Television to his humanitarian endeavors. Yet these claims recommend a dim underside, one of control and dread, that could make sense of the hesitance of industry peers like Budden to criticize him. Anything I desire, I get anything I desire, I get. Douglas Wigder, Ventura's legal counselor, guides out the gravity of her choice toward reject Diddy's supposed 8-figure quiet cash offer. She dismissed his endeavors and chose to give a voice to all ladies who experience peacefully. Wigder states, underlining the fortitude it took for Ventura to approach the charges against Diddy don't stop at Venter's encounters. They stretch out to different ladies who've approached with their own frightening stories, including a case of misuse and vengeance video shared broadly by Joey Dickerson Neal, an understudy from Syracuse College. Back in 1991, these flowing claims against Diddy cast a long, foreboding shadow over media outlets. They outline an image of a man using his ability to quiet and control a power that could make sense of the tranquil consistence or apprehension about counterparts like Budden. As the account unfurls the truth of Diddy's impact, becomes evident, uncovering an organization of dread and quiet that has long administered the underside of the music world. Ventura's fearless stand against this titan not just uncovered the supposed individual loathsomeness, she persevered, yet additionally enlightens the power elements at play in an industry frequently covered in charm and mystery. In the multifaceted embroidery of supposed maltreatments in media outlets, the equals between Joe Budden and Shed Diddy Hums are both striking and unsettling. As we dig into the charges encompassing these two figures, a perplexing picture arises, one set apart by upsetting allegations and an NEX of expert ties that might be impacting Budden's momentum position. Tahiri Gosa, an ex of Den, and a star of affection, Hip Jump New York, delivered frightening subtleties of the maltreatment. She professes to have persevered during her relationship with Budden. It's truly difficult to watch men do what they do and afterward, on the grounds that they have a stage lie about it to your face. In a genuine meeting with Hollywood, Open Joseph portrayed a relationship with brutality, expressing, I've needed to persevere through this harasser. For the most recent 10 years, she further depicted chilling episodes, including one where Budden purportedly broke her nose and cracked her rib. Joseph's disclosures portrayed a lady tormented by her past, frantic to break liberated from the shackles of a wild relationship. I didn't stroll into that house to examine being in an aggressive behavior at home. Before it just let me eye to eye in a creepy reverberation of Joseph's records. Esther Baxter, one more previous accomplice of Den, blamed him for egregious maltreatment. Baxter's claims, uncovered in a stunning meeting with Boscom, incorporated a case that Budden's fierce activities brought about her experiencing an unnatural birth cycle. She nitty-gritty a situation where a contention over virtual entertainment leads swelled into actual brutality, with Budden purportedly tossing her down and gagging her. These nerve-wracking portrayals of misuse stand in stark differentiation to Fasten's own depiction of his past connections. As only unstable, the public reaction to these charges was blended. Budden, in a cautious position, denied the cases on his digital broadcast, marking Josie as a liar, a carcinogenic, harmful liar. He stated that their relationship was commonly poisonous, blaming Jose for being genuinely oppressed.